So, I have bought myself an headlamp or head torch or whatever you would like to call it. It's a generic Chinese built thing. Um, it's zoomable so that you can get a narrow and a wide spread floodlight and a spotlight. Um, and it's supposedly to have a 3 watt Cree style LED inside of here. Other than that, it's a basic head torch. Um, it's fairly bright actually. It has two brightness settings. I would say this is like half, and then just I have no idea why they add a blinking function. If you would like to go on a strobe disco, I guess you have already done that, but they have added it anyway. Um, and the brightness setting, they say it's 900 lumens, but I mean, yeah. Um, Other than that, it actually has one quite cool feature. If you push and hold the on button, it goes into this emergency mode where it blinks the Morse code for SOS, which is three short, three long, and then three short again. That could be handy sometimes, but not all times. Um, but as with all of these things that has these 18650 lithium cells in them, I'm quite worried how well managed the batteries are, if they are managed at all. And I don't know if this one is. So I thought we could disassemble it and see what type of electronics are inside of it. And there is one easy way of coming around this magic of battery protection and charging protection and whatever, and that's to always buy these protected lithium ion cells. The 18650s, they are sold with some protection in them, and that seems to actually work. Other than that, let's see what's inside of it if we open it up. And they have these two 18650 cells. These are not in series, these are actually in parallel, which means that if we take out one, you can still run the light. Mind you, it will have only half capacity. This is a bit interesting though, because I don't know why they do this, but they they market these as 4,800 milliamp hours. The brand named cells, the ones made by Panasonic or Sony, or Sanyo is the name, um, and Philips and whatever, they are never branded this high, mainly because it doesn't really work. They are, you know, 2,500 perhaps if they are very, very good, but then they are very expensive cells. And also, these cells say that they are protected. They have short circuit and overcurrent protection in them, and I don't think so. Mainly because I bought some protected cells, as I said, and they actually have this little lead that goes on the positive side all the way down to this circuit board that's in the bottom. And these, well, they could have the circuit board on the inside. That is a possibility, but I haven't opened them up, so I can't really tell. But I don't think these are actually protected. And I took away some of the wrapping, the shrink wrap on another cell, and as far as I can say, there are no protection in here. It's just the ordinary pressure relief valve. When this gets too hot, they vent, which is better than that they explode. So I always say that if you buy stuff from China that has lithium cells in them and you plug them into the wall with the wall adapter, buy protected cells. It's easier and saves you a lot of trouble if these burst into flames, what they can do with spectacular results. And yeah, I will also say that this isn't 4,800 milliamps because this protected one is 2,400 and weighs about twice as much. This one I actually believe is the rated energy in it, the milliamps, when this is obviously not 4,800. I guess it's mainly, I think that because these ones, they are containing um, foil and aluminium and copper thin foil that's wrapped around in a spiral. And if you only wrap it so tightly that it is very loosely wound, and then also just do it like that long, you can save a lot of materials, but you will not get that in capacity. But the rest was most likely correct with the 3.7 volts and whatever. Anyhow, let's open her up and see how the circuit board looks. And there we go. Here we have the entire circuit board. So the power, I'll take my, yeah. The power comes through the batteries when it's run on batteries, or through a charge port. This charge port is supposed to then charge the batteries. And here you got the negative side of the entire thing. It goes to battery minus, the LED minus, and also to the minus of the. It has a red light on the back side that lights up this on the back of your head, so people actually can see you if you're walking out in traffic. This lights, this LED is glowing red, or quite bright actually red. Then we have some very few components. It's a resistor there and there, and I guess this is most likely a resistor or a diode that goes over to then out to the positive side of the LED. This chip down here, I have actually looked up these numbers now, and it's called an FM2815, and it's a LED driver, a LED light driver. Very few components inside of this. It's basically a transistor that turns on and off. And then we have a chip called FDS9435A, and this is more interesting because, as I said previously, I didn't think this one was actually protected in any way, but this little chip is an lithium-ion charging protection chip. It has over and under voltage, over current protection built into it. It also has a LED driver, and as you can see, this little guy, the only thing it does goes, it takes input from the switch to turn itself on, and then it transmits into one of the leads in this one, and this has all its 4 outputs towards the LED, and then 3 of the other outputs goes back to the battery plus and the plus on the charging port. And exactly how this circuit board is designed, I don't really know, because I'm not very good with these things of stuff. What I can say by looking on the bottom side of it is only one-sided circuit board, but that's basically how this works. That's quite interesting. And now let's see if we can put her together again. Oh yeah, oh darn it. And there we go. It's yeah, put together, and it's quite nicely built. I don't know what the sort of plastic it is because there are no markings in the for castings, but I guess it's ABS. That would be my guess. And then some butylene or other form of synthetic rubber. I don't really know what it could be, but it's not real rubber, it's synthetic. And then you have the headband, and on this side we have the LED module, and it somewhat looks like a Cree. I don't know if we can see inside of this, but you can see that there are LEDs inside of there, and it's, yeah, you have your lens, very easy, and then you have your LED chip here with some glob on top of it. And focus is done by basically pushing in and out of this lens. I've seen other type of lights, just this module without the rest of the thing, but this module itself. I have seen it used on different type of bicycle lights, other headlights. I have seen one torch, an owner handheld torch using this, and also construction floodlights. I've seen this exact same thing. This is bought on Deal Extreme, by the way, and I paid $12, including shipping for it. So I bought a few of them. On the other side, we have the wall socket thing, and I noticed when I plug this in, I can show you if we put some batteries in it, like so, the cover, and we take one of these adapters. You need has the American plug on it, um, and me being here in Sweden, we have the European standard round plugs, but that's easy enough, like so, and push it down, and then we can plug this in here. You can see, I don't know if this comes up. Let's see. Yeah, this little LED is green now, and when I plug it into the whatever it's supposed to charge, it's red. And halfway through or whatever, it turns yellow, and then it turns back to green. I have noticed when I'm charging this. And the light still works when you charge. It's very bright. Actually, much brighter than just on the batteries itself, I would say. Anyway, so some sort of magic is happening from here to there. I haven't measured it though. Let's see if I can do that sometime. But that's basically how this lamp works. And I would say for what the amount of money you pay for it, it's not that too bad. I see no reason why you would pay more for something that you only use a few times and not all the times. So I mean, for me, I don't need anything fancier than this actually. You can also push and take this part out for whatever reason you would like to do that. I guess it's for that you can just take your lamp with you and put it anywhere you want. So as I said, this is a generic part. So well, nothing more to discuss about this actually. It works quite nice. And here you can also see that the LED on the back is coupled to the same as this one. So I guess that's all. And as we always say here, thank you for watching, and keep your head in the game, as they say.